Hey all, happy Monday. I just wanted to come correct because I saw some posts circulating around and I didn't want misinformation out there in these streets, as this post above came from me. It was posted on TikTok and on YouTube. On TikTok, I blurred out the top part because I knew it was going to create some confusion. And unfortunately, I did not do that on the YouTube one. So, of course, it created a lot of confusion because she mentioned Kelly Strong. Now, first clarification, Jess that she's talking about is not Feather. Okay, it's not Wade's Jess. This is her friend Jessica. And she's talking to her because I'm asking Jessica questions and she's going back to Bonnie and asking these things directly to clarify. So in that post, when you see the Kelly Strom, our team did a deep dive and we saw family ties on her dad's side that showed a Kelly Strom. So we thought, oh, is this why this lady from the military is going so hard? Because this is her niece? And as you can see over here, that's not correct according to Bonnie. She doesn't know anybody on her dad's side. Dad was just like a sperm donor, wasn't in her life at all. She was raised by her stepfather. She tells you what she does know. However, she doesn't know a Kelly Strom. So I'm not saying that that's not the same one, but I mean, it seems a little weird. Y'all can do a little bit more digging on that portion yourself. But if it is, Bonnie doesn't know who the hell the lady is. I also wanted to put it out there. I am in no way stating, let's go do a GoFundMe and donate and do all these things to help her out. I'm not asking anybody to do that kind of stuff. All I'm asking you guys to do is hear the truth and hear her side before you throw rocks at this girl and just automatically crucify her. She has a side of a story too. Now, I'm different than most people. Okay, I know that. I'm a little weirdo. But I am an empath. And I do feel for people when they've been through shitty situations. I, by all means, didn't have an easy life. So when I look at Bonnie and I see that she didn't have an easy life, she battled with narcotics. She lost her husband to an OD from the situation. And Wade reached out to her during her weakest points. And when she didn't want to cooperate, he threatened her. There's way more to this story. And if everybody is just trying to find the truth and find out what's going on, her side matters as well. And so when we can talk about it, we will. Obviously, we got to wait until her court date, until she gets her actual sentencing. Then we can actually start getting her side out there so everybody can then make their own decisions based on what she says and what she's charged with. Now, by all means, Bonnie wishes she never picked up the phone call from Wade. And she wishes she listened to her friend Jess when Jess was telling her this guy ain't no good. But she was too far invested, already mentally broken, and Wade knows how to manipulate people. That we've already seen that. He likes to latch onto people in their weak times. Now, a lot of people bash her. Okay, fine. That's your right to do so. And it just tells me that you've never been through some major trauma and you don't have people in your life that have had battled through addictions. You've never had to live a rough life. Good for you. Honestly, that's amazing. But some of us have. And the ones that have are a little bit more understanding that people do have that. If they have that will and that power, they can change. They could change their whole life around and be better. She's still young. She's still got a lot of life left to live. And she could do something positive with this. And that's what Jess and I are trying to encourage, is for her to not give up and her to keep on fighting and her to do something with the time while she's incarcerated. Now, I just think her friend Jessica is amazing. Anybody needs a friend like Jessica where they are not going to hold your past against you, but if you're willing to make changes, she's going to be there to support you. Now, when she was making poor choices, meaning Bonnie, then Jessica disassociated from her, let her go through her old thing. She didn't want to be taken down either. But now that she has nothing and nobody to turn to, she wants to be her friend and say, hey, I love you. You made bad choices in your life, but now you have a chance to do something else and change yourself around. And that's phenomenal that she's there for her Because all Bonnie has to do is sit there with her thoughts and go over in her brain things that she could have done better. So hopefully she does something positive with it. Now, these posts came from me directly, working with Jessica. Nobody else has them. Um, and if there's something that you guys want specified or answered, I can do my best working with Jessica to get some answers. Obviously, we have to wait for a lot of things until after the case is handled. But we don't want any misinformation out there. And I'm the one that provided that source. So please reach out, and Jessica and I will come correct to help you out. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for listening.